Welcome to Sudoku Topology, puzzle A3. I really like these animations, by the way, so I've been trying to say the welcome to over the animations, but I have not universally succeeded at this. Okay, so now we've got a cube. So I think there were 3 puzzles in the demo, and I think it was the first puzzle, the puzzle with the white dots, and I think this was the other puzzle in the demo, and I was very, very bad at it. So let's see if we can survive it. So at least the regions are fairly intuitive this time. So it's the stacks, every way you could slice it, of these things. So I'm going to get rid of the colors. We have a very long thermo. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long. So 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. If I just mark in the possibilities of where this thing goes. Okay, so I think this is a coloring puzzle. I think we need to think about where some of these digits are going to go in various places. Just looking at what I could possibly hope to accomplish here. So let's see if I can find something where I know where it goes somewhere. Maybe, possibly. Like I'm thinking about something like, where does this go in the second tier of the cake? And it can't repeat anywhere on its thermo. But I think there's a couple places. Well, it can't actually go there, actually. Oh, maybe it is placed. So let me color these yellow again. So my question is, where does this digit go in yellow? And I think it's perfectly rigged so that we know where it goes. So it can't repeat in that, because that would be repeating on that face. It can't repeat in those, so it would be repeating in that. It can't go along its own thermo, so it can't go there. It's certainly not a 1, 2, or 3. Oh, nope, there's 2 places it could go. It goes in one of those 2. Oh no, because it could go on the tip of this thermo. Because the tip of this thermo being a 7, 8, 9 wouldn't be a problem. What about on the bottom tier? I think I have even more freedom on the bottom tier, actually. I'm thinking about now maybe asking about the 4, 5, 6 on the top. But I don't think that is instantly useful. Okay, so I think that's what I have to do. But I don't immediately see how to do it. But I just can't imagine that there's anything else that this puzzle is asking me to do other than think about that. I'm curious, does everyone else like constantly spin this while they solve it? If you also solve this, let me know in the comments. But sort of, I can only see the 3D in my head if it's moving. So if I let it sit still, suddenly it starts to look like a 2D mess. But if I just wiggle it a little bit. So if you're curious why I keep wiggling it a little bit, that is why I keep wiggling it a little bit. Okay. I was hoping to find a digit that the two thermos had in common. Like, that seemed like the sort of thing that one might hope to find. Actually, maybe I should be looking at that face. I think I should be looking at this face. The face with all the thermo on it. That one, yeah. It's like this face actually has a lot of stuff on it. So, like, if I ask where this cell goes in yellow, it immediately can't go in this T. It can't repeat on the thermo with yellow. So this 5, 6, or 7 is in one of these cells. Is there any way this 5, 6, 7 actually goes in the bulb of this thermo? Oh, I see a thing. I see a thing. Okay. It's not at all related to anything that I've been doing, but I see a thing. It is related to yellow, actually. So I guess it is related to the fact that the face here is yellow, which is namely that I see that I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So that means that by the time I get to this number, I need to be at least 6. And that's because if I'm not at least 6, then all 6 of these numbers in yellow are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can't have 6 numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if there aren't any repeats. So this number is actually a 6, 7, or 8. That's a 7, 8, 9. And the reason why I saw that was that I saw that it's starting to create a lot of pressure on high digits over here. So, for example, maybe I don't quite, but I'm getting close to having a quadruple. I don't think I quite have a quadruple yet, just from that observation, but I think I'm close to having a quadruple. Let's see, and I could look in a few different places, I suppose. Like on this row of the cake, okay, I was asking about where okay, so I was asking if this digit could really go there, I think is what I was asking myself before. Maybe that's actually more likely now that this digit actually goes there. I'm now looking at like 1 on this face, because now this face, I'll go ahead and highlight this face. Let's see. Let me give it a color. Now on the green face, I now have a giant pile of numbers that are very high. So I have to be a little bit careful about where I put things. In that regard. Okay. These 2 digits on green, I think I know where they go. Oh crap, no, one of them could go there. Because the 2, 3, 4 here can't go in any of those cells or any of those cells. Oh no, and it can't go... No, sorry, I was right. Okay, so these 2 cells. as a pair, I know where they go in green, because they can't repeat on the top face, they can't repeat on the side face, and they can't repeat on the thermo. So as a pair, they go here. So these are from 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, sorry. And they are exactly the same as these digits. I'm just going to mark, even though, again, it's a little bit weird, but I'm going to mark these digits are these digits. Okay, and so that tells me that now, if I look at this face and I ask where 1 goes, well, it can't go there. So it has to go in one of these 2 spots, which I thought was going to be more interesting than it perhaps was. Okay, maybe I should be asking where the blues are in the middle layer of the layer cake. Because I might be able to actually answer that. So if I highlight this layer, I know they're not on this side, so it's none of these 3. I know they're not on this side, so it's none of those. They're certainly not there. So this one is actually there. So these 2 are actually the same. I'm going to make that the purple one. And if that's the purple one, then that can be the purple one. And so now I can de-blue this cell and this cell. Because now those are purple, so they don't have to be blue. And now I can ask, okay, so there's the 3 purples, and now where is blue in the middle tier of the cake? It's not in any of those or any of those. It's not partway along the thermo or on the same face or on the same face, so blue is there. Okay, I think now is when I want to highlight all the yellows. Oh, I can't double-click that, sadly, to highlight all the yellows. I would like that. Let's see, I will unyellow these. And ungreen those, just so that we can keep track of, I think that we know what these are. So, and I'll go ahead and mark that is actually a 3, 4, 5. Oh, I should mark it correctly. That's actually a 3, 4, 5. This is a 3, 4, 5. This is a 2, 3, 4. That's a 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those are the same digit in a bunch of places. Did that help me? And can I do more? Would be nice. Yeah, I know one of these 2 is 1, is a thing that I know that's maybe not super useful. Where is this digit on the second layer of the cake? I think this digit's now placed... Oh, no, it's not, because it could go... Oh, no, maybe it is. Okay, so where does this digit go in these cells? I'm going to make this digit green, I guess. Where does green go in layer 2? It can't go anywhere in those cells. It can't repeat on the thermo. And it's a 7, 8, 9, so it's not a 3, 4, 5 or a 1, 2, 3. So it goes there. And now that places the other one there by Sudoku. So this is a 7, 8, 9. So that helps, maybe, possibly. Okay, what about this on the front face? So not in any of those places, not in those places. It's not either of those digits. Can this really be a 6, 7, 8? Well, this would have to be a 6, and then it would have to go 7, 8, 9. So maybe possible that that actually works. That this could be 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm trying to see. There should be a reason why it's not 6, 7, 8, 9 that I should be able to see, but I don't see it immediately. So maybe that is faintly possible. Okay, we've got all the blues, all the purples, all the greens. What else can we try and place? I can try and place this cell on the front face. So can't go any of those places. Can't repeat on the thermo. Oh, so those two together are... So we can do the same thing we did before. Those two together are these two cells, actually. Oh, that's huge, actually. Okay, so cyan's going to be 2 cells for now. So cyan can't repeat in these cells just by quote-unquote Sudoku. Can't repeat on its own thermo, so these 2 cells are cyan. Which means that this cell is at least a 5. And it can't be more than 6. And so that means this cell is 6 or 7. And that assuredly gives me a giant mess over here. So that actually has turned this into a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple around the 5. So this digit is a 5. And this digit is a 9. If you look at these. So we can go ahead and fill in that all of those are 9s. One of the cyan digits is a 5. I don't know if it is that one or not yet. But if that digit is 5, then I know that this digit is a 4, actually. And then that is a 3 and a 2 and a 1. So my blue digits are 3s. My purple digits are 2s. So we've got all of that, I think. So 4 is not cyan, and so 4 has to go on this front cake, and so it has to go there. And so that puts 4 back at the back corner, just because it has to go somewhere on the bottom rung. Can I place the rest of the 1s, is a question for the ages. I probably can, would be my guess. But I don't see how at the moment. So what about 5s? Can I place any more 5s? I know one of those 2 is a 5, I suppose. Where's my... Oh, there's my 2 cyan digits. Okay, so if I ask where cyan digits go on the top, I guess the point is that they can only go in these cells. I do know that one of these 2 is an 8. Oh, I see. This face only has 1 digit I haven't placed now. So sorry. So this is now a 1. Just by looking at the right place. You have to look at the right place at the right time. And so so now that's a 1 just by asking where 1 goes on the bottom face. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left, basically, to place in the grid. I would love it, by the way, if once you had all of a digit placed, if it grayed it out like Sudoku Pad does, just in terms of nice features. This I think I know is a 6 or a 7, because I actually know one of these two digits is an 8. And so to finish this sort of the middle layer of the cake, I need a 6 or a 7. Maybe I should write in what these digits are, because these are 5, 6, 7, 8, and I actually know like that these two aren't 5, for example. Yeah, so I know one of these two is 5. I know one of these two is 8. Let's see. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this can't be a 6 anymore. Why did I never updated this when I sort of updated this. This can only be a 7 or an 8. Because this is at least 6, so that means that's at least 7. And if that is true, then now one of these two cells is assuredly 6, because this face needs a 6, so these two are not able to be 6 anymore. And I know that one of the cyan digits is 5, so oh, actually, I should give this digit a name is what I should do. Let's make that digit red. I know that red isn't cyan because on the bottom of the thing, we've got red is clearly not cyan. So where does red go on the face that I've now put in front? Red is now there. So that tells me that red isn't a 6. And red also, if I ask where it goes on the top face now, red goes there. But red was already known to be 7 or 8, so it's not 5. Which means that actually that cell is 5. And now that actually gives me that that cell is 6 and that cell is 5. So now we get 7, 8 like that. That is a 6. Red is 8. I do enjoy the way that it passive-aggressively tells you that you've entered a repeated digit by sort of having them dance for you. I guess I don't have my earphones on. Maybe it also makes a horrible noise. I don't know. I'll have to do it at some point and see if it makes a horrible noise or not. There we go. Alrighty. A little tricky there on that one to sort of wrap my brain around the 3D stuff, but got there eventually. So again, do please leave a like if you have not done so yet, if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you for the next one. Thanks for watching.